wonderful second stream today. So how do I explain this? OpenBack2 is a developer, and he gave me an idea, which is what I did last stream. OpenBack2 has a wiki with markdown files, and I want to go to cd lighter end git switch wiki and just like go into mkdir wiki. Here for a sec. Okay, that's not. Oh, I forgot to transition. So we've got, if we look at L, we've got quad stuff and wiki, cd wiki. Yeah, I just made that folder. Why did I expect anything to be in there? So we'll cp content to wiki. We'll cp-r content to wiki, and we're gonna go into wiki, and we're gonna say TiefDownConverter init-h -m is content. Verbose, no templates, -t. Let's use template tip.tip. And let's open it in code, because I should be able to say, oh my god, why are you here? Curious. TiefDownConverter project, convert all templates. Okay. You errored because there's images in here. Let's look at them. Assets, blocks. Okay. Okay. That's just images. Assets. Assets. I'm stupid. So we have to add a resource. TiefDownConverter project resources -h. Okay. How does one template? List templates, project list templates, template tip-to-tip. I would like this to be just like PDF. So that makes it easier to just say templates-h. How did you add resources? Oh my god. TiefDownConverter -help. Project -help. Injections, markdown, shared meter, profiles, processors, preprocessors, update settings. Markdown. Markdown. Project markdown. Resources. Add. content slash assets. Without dash dash help. Okay. Right. Dash dash. Resources. Need a name. Okay. Markdown resources name command. Assets. Add. Markdown project with name assets does not exist. Oh. Content. So resources are now content slash assets. Right. And I will say TiefDownConverter convert. Content. Okay. We need to do this. TiefDownConverter convert. Does it crap itself? Command type is input file not found. Search at PDF. Okay. TiefDownConverter project templates PDF update template file template.tip template.tip you oh right all right, let's do this again. Okay, template tip TiefDownConverter convert. It converted successfully. I'm gonna say TiefDownConverter project update settings -- smart clean true -- smart clean threshold free, not 34 free. Thank you. TiefDownConverter convert, so it's a little bit cleaner now, and yeah. In theory, I don't need that. I need a lighter end. Wiki. In theory, this should be a fill-in a template. Okay, that just worked. That is scary. Okay. This article is a stop. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It just, like, did it. I honest to God did not expect that. Okay. That's nice. How do I deal with that? Like, things just working is not something I'm accustomed to. Project, templates, PDF, no, wiki. Add. So we'll say an multi-file output extension is HTML. Preprocessors is wiki HTML. Template type. Thank you. Custom preprocessors. Creating a custom template. So we've got custom preprocessors, custom processors. Right, we need to add a custom preprocessor. TiefDownConverter pre-project preprocessor stage. Preprocessors wiki HTML add wiki HTML -h -- filter .md and CLI args should be added. So remove wiki HTML and add it again with CLI args, namely standalone to HTML from markdown. Coffee. I'm way too close to the microphone, by the way. That's so much better. I can suddenly see things. Oh, wonderful. To markdown, from markdown to HTML. Do I need anything else? cd TiefDownConverter, quick command found, whatever. TiefDownConverter code dot. I need to check out manifest tunnel to HTML5 to HTML5 from markdown metadata title metadata offer. That's always a good thing. Title equals title, metadata offer equals offer, -- TUC. Yeah, that's all. That's all we need. So, and wiki HTML raw filter.html -help CLI cat, and we need to say TiefDownConverter project template wiki update -help add preprocessors wiki HTML raw. Please set a combined output first. Okay. -help. Preprocessor output will be, what will it no, wait, this is a bug in the thing. Extension filter name. Okay. In where is that? Project management, template management. There's probably a multi-project management, multi-file output. If multi-file output or template multi-file output on web. So essentially I need this, but up here, okay, cargo install path CLI. There's no combined output is set for the template wiki. Please set the combined output first. Please set a combined output first. Preprocessors cannot be set as combined output in case someone doesn't have preprocessors. What? What did I think when I did that? Template preprocessors, combined output. Oh, and then we say, hey, preprocessors can be set. Else else template preprocessors dot template dot preprocessors equals sum preprocessors add preprocessors combined output none output extension none. Okay. Oh, that's why I didn't trigger. Okay. What? Then okay, which command did I run? I ran add wiki. That's the preprocessor. Preprocessors add preprocessors templates wiki add multi-file output extension HTML preprocessors wiki HTML template type. Okay, you didn't do that correctly. preprocessor output is some. If preprocessor output is some, or multi-file output. I'll redo this. I'm going to remove the template. Okay. Multi-file output, wiki remove. Okay, you tried to remove something. We have to fix that. Add multi-file output. And now we've got the wiki preprocessors, wiki HTML. And now we can say add preprocessors wiki HTML raw. And that should have done that. That's wonderful. We will now say TiefDownConverter convert, just out of curiosity, pure curiosity. Output path is required. Okay. Update dash output site. Convert. No preprocessor found for the files with extensions MD. Right. We are okay. That's fine. I think I'll remove that anyways, but that's fine. So, I'm really curious what it'll do. Okay, conversion successful. We've got a site. Items. Polypore. Glossy mushroom. href, image assets, items, orend, polypore, png. Okay. So the assets aren't being copied, but we've got something. Also, we've got no coffee left. I'm gonna take a short break after I check out the site and like so. Title offer. Okay. Meta tab. Hashtag include import meta.tab / meta.tab meta, and we'll say meta.title, meta subtitle we don't need, offers, meta.offers. And in template tip, we're going to remove the subtitle. And in we don't have the subtitles anymore. So we're including output.tip, we're doing that. Good. Now we need to turn the microphone a little bit so I'm not talking completely besides it. Now we just need to add metadata. So TiefDownConverter project meta shared meta set title lighter end wiki. Set offers, because we used offers, if I remember correctly. No, we used offer. Open back to. And I think I did offers here. Yeah, okay. Let's compile it again, or convert it again, which surprisingly takes a long time. So we don't have a meter.tip. You're lying. Template.tip. Meter data.tip. That's so confusing. That's such a stupid system. Why did I do that? Okay. PDF is done. PDF.pdf. And it loads. It has the images embedded based on it being 62 megabytes. Giant. New endpoints. So you can make this prettier with like typist. That's the point of templating. But that works, and the wiki site bimes.html lighter end wiki open back to works. Edit this page on GitHub. I would honestly prefer this were not in the markdown. Oh my god, this title. This. Oh, there is. Oh. There is front matter. Why is Aurora Crystal Shard? Let's look at. I think Gallery had it correctly, because can't have, if you don't have a, you need draft false. Where is my site? Gallery with nullscape. I started edge glowing circle. Right, this is images. Ghastling born. Ghastling is naturally spawned in lighter end. Obelisk generated in the with nullscape. Yeah, it's a gallery. Front meta seems to override from pandoc front meta. Front meta YAML. Maybe I'm like pandoc. YAML front meta is in your markdown files. Meter.blocks or with the metadata option. I think I have to remove the metadata from here. I'll leave the author, but I'll remove the metadata from here, and I'm gonna convert it again. Because if we go into items, Azure. I did not expect that. There we go. That is awesome. Okay, is that awesome? Is that awesome or what? Polished Azure JSON stairs. So we have to obviously somehow get to the assets, because the assets are in here and they're referenced using just assets, but I think we can do that. I think we can manage that. I'm just curious what it'll look like. Site, yes, I don't actually. Because it's okay. It's oh my god. It's not. Gallery should work. Gallery dot yeah. Gallery works. Okay. So that's so awesome. That is a good start for a wiki. Let's just continue, I guess. I want an injection. I want to inject wiki TiefDownConverter project injections add sorry wiki head wiki header, and I'm gonna remove the dash s here. I think wiki header files header.html. So I'm gonna add new file header.html convert project. Okay. That is actually kind of neat. Error is not UTF-8 encoded. You just ate crap. Okay, let's delete it and let's just like TiefDownConverter wiki. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. It's not a resource. It's not in resources. That's why. It's failing. So there should be templates, resources, markdown projects, resources, assets. No, it should. Should it be copied to the output folder? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because the output folder is a new concept, and that is not how should work. Anyways, we're gonna make a header HTML, because right now this is just empty. So doc type HTML head body. I think that's how you make. Is it head or header? Head. Okay. That's how you make stuff. So body and HTML obviously go into new file w_footer HTML, and we're gonna rename it to w_header HTML. Then we're gonna go into injections. Injections. I'm in TiefDownConverter. Injections. Remove wiki header. Add wiki header w_, and then we'll say wiki footer w underscore footer HTML, and then we have to say TiefDownConverter project templates wiki update header injections wiki header footer injections wiki footer, and then we're done. We're putting that in here. We have that in here. We'll just say like title hello, and that should work now. And we should be able to access front meta stuff. Wiki. Let's just convert. TiefDownConverter convert. Site. Let's look at like, I don't know, biomes HTML. Yeah, that's raw HTML. But the big question is, it did not. Okay. It did not add that. Why did it not? Header, hello. It should run the cat preprocessor. HTML, wiki HTML raw. But let's just add a, what am I doing? I want to do it in here. Preprocessors, add wiki HTML others. Actually, just like remove the extension filter here. Wiki HTML, wiki header, wiki footer, wiki HTML raw, footer injections, wiki footer, wiki header. I may have not done this correctly. Like in the code, I may have programmed some BS. Okay, let's just add an H1. It shouldn't matter because it should be catted, but hello world. There we go. W underscore header.html should be, well, copied to this directory. W underscore header HTML, W underscore footer HTML, and it made site. It did not include my header and footer. Well, I need a break. I need a bio break. So excuse me for a second, and you'll hear nice music at least. Be right back. Come on. Thank you. I'm back. Welcome back. I made coffee. Okay. -v-t wiki. So, we're running preprocessors on a lot of... I didn't consider that. Oh. There's probably like a header. I never considered that. Of course it doesn't work. When it's single file, okay. Welcome to TiefDownConverter. We're fixing it. Right, single file output should be up there. In this, like, how many lines of code is this? 736. God. Preprocess CLI args, get preprocessing chunks, run preprocessor. So it still needs chunking. It gets its files. It needs chunks. Run preprocessor. No, that's fine. This needs... Okay, input files. Get single file preprocessing chunks. Of input files, and we need injections here. Injections. How do we deal with that? I don't know. Injections. Vec rendering injections. Injections. Rendering injections. Chunk push. Injections dot header injections. Is there like a... That's probably not a thing in Rust. Is this a thing in Rust? No. No, okay, good. Range 2, okay. Rust expand... how do we do this? Expand array. Array. Back. Expand or concatenate vec. Concatenate vectors in Rust. That's a good question. Structure has a method append. For your example, extend to append all elements of something to give vector. Vector B is moved instead of emptied. If your vectors contain elements that implement copy, you can pass an immutable reference to one vector to extend instead of in order to avoid the move. In that case, the vector B is not changed. I don't think it implements that. Let mod files equal injected files equals injections dot header injections dot clone. No, we have to clone it. It's gonna be awfully unperformant, but we're gonna clone it. And then we'll say injected files dot extend vec file dot clone, and injected files dot extend injections dot footer injections. And then we'll say injected files. And you're like, hey, that doesn't work. And then we're like, hey, why are you yelling at me? What did I do? Where did I go wrong? Injections. Okay, that's easy enough. Injections. You probably want to wait. Oh god. You remove that. Okay. Okay. You're fine. You're fine. Everything is fine. We're gonna make you and you're moved out already. So you please also do that. That would be nice. Quite nice. I wanted to go over here. Nothing important. Okay. Where was I? What is the best version? Common RS. Common RS. I'm just gonna empty injection. No injections. Rendering injections empty. Rendering injections new. And now we need to implement new. Impl new impl rendering injections new pub new. I have to have done this already. See, I like template type. Pub fn. Okay. Pub fn new. There's probably, if someone knows, there's probably a way to, or a correct way to do this. I'm just gonna say new. Rendering injections. But header injections vec. Body injections and footer injections. Right. Try adding return type, rendering injections. In initializer. No, you're not. You're lying. Who dares contacting me via the phone? Oh, right. 1 second, please. I'm gonna put you on pause. never mind me having to quickly write a message. Now, where were we? There's an error somewhere. Injections. Well, what? Expected rendering injections. Okay, you may shush. Okay, common works. Now you are like, hey, I want ampersand injections. And then you're happy. You're just like happy. Oh my god, everyone's just so happy here. How come? I'm not happy. I wrote some stupid code that broke. Well, it didn't break anything, it just didn't work the way I expected it to. You know, that's similar but not the same. Cargo install. Now, Pandog with binary file. wiki-conf w header HTML does not exist. Well, why? Okay. I need you to go away. I need you to go away. W wiki conf dir dot 30 wiki conf dir dot we're in here w underscore footer dot html w underscore header dot html. Okay, I'm gonna copy paste this in here just to make sure this is like it didn't typo it. I don't understand why it's footer. Okay. Oh my god, we're in the wrong folder. Because it starts in this folder. And then goes into wiki-conf-dir. And okay. Any advice for a final year CS student confused about the job market in the age of AI? Also, are you using Cache.js? No, I am using Manjaro. Also, hey, AD, fast fetch. I'm using Manjaro because I'm lazy. Any advice for a final year CS student confused about the job market? In the age of AI, don't let AI scare you. Like, I'm not a believer in using in the fact that people think that AI will replace us. I don't think that's a thing that's gonna happen. But I understand the fear and I understand that the job market is hard. If I may be frank, I have not even one semester of computer sciences education. I'm like, I don't have any formal education other than vocational schooling. So I don't have any advice. Just don't get too scared because then they win. And I think being scared is counterproductive, if you know what I mean. I think I talked a lot to just say, I don't know. I'm not a computer sciences person. I just program on the internet. Sometimes and very seldomly. And yeah. Someone did this again. Why? Okay, I'm gonna. Yep. Oh, it's the response to I'm streaming. So yeah, I don't have any advice to you for the job market because I got a job when I went out of school. I was extremely lucky and extremely fortunate to have that job offer lined up, and now I'm just like there, been there forever. Um, um, I need to think. Oh God, that's too many things that have to be thought. Um, where was I? AI won't take your job. You're just gonna be better at what you do. Why is it not working? Um, I don't need that anymore. Right, we need to step out of that. There's probably somewhere that has to do that. Sorry, it's pretty important that I reply to this. Um, uh, d- 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 where was I? I'm so context switches. Gotta hate them. Absolutely hate context switches. We've got we're injecting our files. We're in convert typist. That is completely the wrong place to be. We need to go to common RS. And in here, we're doing single file processing. We're injecting the header injections. And the injections come from injections here. These injections come from injections here. These injections get thrown at me from here. Get sorted. Those are input files. To do. This should not inject if the files are, if the mode is multi-file export. Also, having a Threadripper in this economy is insane. Congrats. It's an old purchase. I'm not particularly fond of it, but I got it a whole PC for 1,000 euros back then, and that was like a Threadripper. That was awesome. That was an awesome purchase. But thanks for subscribing. Always appreciated. Let injections retrieve injections. Right, we were wondering why the injections retrieve injections from manifest. Conversion input dir. Right. Path buff from dot join conversion input dir join dot pclone. Whew. Okay, let's try this again. Go into wiki. I don't think this makes any sense, but we're gonna try. Input file was not found or does not exist. Okay. Holy shit. How many blocks? Oh, wow. During preprocessors, selected preprocessors, wiki HTML raw, collecting files for preprocessing. Get sorted files, blocks, item, mobs. W header was not found or does not exist. So this, because the conversion happens in a different folder. Get sorted files. We are gonna read get sorted files for a sec. Dear content, we're getting the dear content, we're filtering it so we get the stuff. Dear content sort by retrieve file number order, retrieve file number order. I need a place to iterate is file. I'm gonna debug here. Debug iter map found listed input file and it's f.display. We're gonna compile this, then we're gonna wait for a second while it compiles. Yeah, Threadripper doesn't make my compilation faster. Get sorted files, items, convdir mobs, 7 files, listed input file. Okay, so this isn't the point where it breaks. That's good. So we can revert whatever it was I did there. Oh god. I think I reversed too much. Okay, that's good. You know what? I'm gonna put this on the left side, this on the right side. What the fuck is that? Okay. Actually, I'm gonna split this and say cd TiefDownConverter cargo install path CLI. And then we're gonna say convert. And it doesn't find the pandoc doesn't find it. Okay. Because we're in a different frame. Because I think I got it. I think I understand now. Because in the run preprocesses, we throw in the input files and the injections. And if it's the single file processing, we say get single file. Oh god, no, I didn't want to go there. If it's single file processing, we get a single file, a list of single files. Otherwise, we get the preprocessing chunks. Input file, current extension, a string, chunk, some push, lossy, string lossy, current extension, input file clone, input file display. Okay. Debug. Chunking input files. And we'll say input files.len. And just need to have a look at the time. Arf. What I wanted to debug? Chunking input files. Let's see if I can understand. We're not chunking anything. I'm not gonna come into contact with it. We are chunking it, and we're just like taking the input file from input files. And other than that, it's the same process. Input files, and the only thing different here is that we put the injections in here. What am I doing? Push file clone extend footer injections. Push injected files, current extension. You get single file processing chunks. It should just work, I think. We should be processing chunk with extension MD. I should see that in the everything is full with preprocess arc. So much cat. Rotational. Okay. We have an issue, but where is the issue? Like, where does this come from? Where do the input files come from? They get from get sorted files, I think. I believe get sorted files provides the input files. Input dir append body injections clone. Dir content sort by. So the body injections get cloned. Injected content is header injections. Then we throw in the. Do we have the template here? No. Okay. And then we say input files. F is file. Get sorted files. Vec f clone. Dot collect into vector. Input files equals collect flatten blah blah blah. Get relative path from compiled dir. I need that. Path buff. Okay. Don't look behind me. This is difficult, but I fear I have to do this. I fear I need to go into the part that does that. So single file outputs. I'm afraid write single file outputs. No. Get sorted files, retrieve injections, get relative path from compiled dir, add Lua filters, preprocess CLI args, get preprocessing chunks, get single file preprocessing chunks. Oh god, I'm so far behind. For each of them, cloned dot map iter map file dot collect vec path buff f dot get relative path from compiled dir. I should not do this here. I should be doing it here. We're getting the injections. I should be doing it. No, I'm meant to go here, get sorted files, retrieve injections. We should be doing it here. Wait, aren't we? Oh, I'm doing it like really basically. This, what the hell? Get relative path. So I don't need that. All. That's one bracket too many. I don't need the collect here. Path buff. Get relative path from compiled dir. Original path F. Yeah. Project root, project directory, path. We need that. And compiled directory path. We need that as well. I wanted to search in here. Get sorted files. Retrieve injections. So we're just gonna yoink that into here, and we're gonna put them into here, pass them through. Can I have that as this and just like place it here, add that, save, template injections. Okay. And then we need to fix all of them. Here. Oh god. Project directory path, compile directory path. These are thankfully already everywhere, so I just have to paste them in and it compiles. That's the advantage of using the same name everywhere. Isn't it amazing? Isn't using the same name everywhere amazing? So, you are yelling at me. You're having a pain. Get relative path. Okay. Unwrap or f dot f dot to path buff. Item path buff. Okay. Conversion input dear. Be gone. I don't need you anymore. At least not in here. I do need you in other places. But at least here I can remove it, and then I go to every single one of them again and remove the conversion input dear. Isn't it awesome to have like so much code? I'll be frank. Like I sometimes joke a little bit that it's actually like really awful how much code I have, but it's not. It's honestly pretty tame. So it's we done? Oh, we're done. I was distracted. Yeah, the code base is relatively tame. W header HTML was not found or does not exist. Okay. What? Get sorted files. Right, because I expected in the wiki conf there now. W header.html. Where does that input file was not found or does not exist? Input file was not found or does not exist. To streamers, no. We want display. Give me the whole thing, please. Pretty please. But that was a lot. God, this takes so long. Do we have HTML? Doesn't okay. Collecting input files for pre-processing. f.is file or f.is steer. Where are you looking for it? Debug. Looking for file. Dot. I should probably do this again. Looking for file. Dot. And you're probably gonna complain because you don't have the thingamajig. Looking for file f.display. Ironing out bugs. All of them. I'm just finding bugs upon bugs in this code. Looking for file, and then it just says looking for file w.html. Okay. You are f.department. That's the issue. Retrieve it get the relative path from compiled dir. I would like to have a debug statement here that project directory path and compiled directory path. You should append some okay. Count. Okay, we're just like debugging now. Just like debugging now. Debug. Original path. Project root. Oh, it's obviously it's like it doesn't have a concept of that because it's just like reading it from somewhere. I'm so tired of this. Get relative path from compiled tier. Glue filter stuff. That looks right. Get retrieve injection from manifest. Yeah. Project directory path, compiled directory path. Oh my god, I still have coffee left. That's awesome. Thanks to whoever made me coffee. Compiled dir project directory path, compiled directory path. Where did we get F from? From there. Injection was not found. Files flattened. Okay. If F we expect it to be in templates. So template if path buff from template. I hate that. Dot join F dot exists error okay result vec. Oh god. Question mark. Error ir injection file or directory. No, injection file in injection was not a file or directory. And now you're yelling at me because I'm missing free to injection file f.display in injection we're iterating over the template injections. We only have like a path buff here. Okay, the injection file was not a file or directory. Was not found. Is not a file. Is not a file or directory. Return error. Yeah. Okay. This is something. This is something for sure. Right, but it found it, otherwise it would have errored, and we obviously just have to extract this fpath, template injection path, path from let template injection path equal path. Original path, template injection path. Thanks, K. Bye. This is gonna work. It's just gonna work. I believe in myself. I really do. No, I don't. I don't think this is gonna work. But just stay with me here. It's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna fine. I mean, that was also just stupid. What am I doing? No. We're in a completely different place here. Proof injections. Template exists. I'm gonna add a debug here. Debug. Retrieving injections from manifest. Injections from manifest. Template injections dot join. Looking for file. I'm gonna remove that because that's really verbose. That's like exceedingly verbose. It's excessive. It's excessive logging, and I don't like excessive logging. Okay, you combined the file, retrieving injections, wiki foot, the wiki header from manifest, and then we get a because it's in retrieving no injections. Right. It retrieved the injections. Retrieve injections. It flattens it. Debug. Found injection file. Template injection path. TiefDownConverter convert. Right. Display. And then this is the wrong path. Because this has to be project root. Path from. Actually, no. Project directory path dot join template. No. What am I doing? This is in project in compile directory path.join path f. Should now tell me found injection file. And that has to be joined with project directory path, because no, this doesn't have to be joined with project directory path. Okay. So much thinking to do. I'm honestly glad I can think again. There was a time, a little while, where my brain just didn't function, and it's nice that it does it again. It's not found, it does not exist. So, found injection file, the header HTML. What? Warte. Okay. Compile directory path. What if I just say like, okay, template injection path. What if I say that? You know? I don't know what happens if I say that. It might work, it might not work. It is and will remain a mystery to everyone except the compiler, which is all-knowing. Oh, we're back at where we started. We're back where we started. Okay. Pandoc doesn't find it, but you should find it. Get relative path from compiled dir. Injection file blah 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 was not input file was not found or does not exist. So f has to somewhere get relative path from compiled dir files. Should include injected content. No, it doesn't. That's pre. Oh no. Wait, no, we're in a different spot. It doesn't find it. Because it was wrong. It has to... someone else is looking for it with the wrong path. Who is looking for it? Who's looking for this file? Rust backtrace equals 1. Who are you and what are you doing in my code? / debug at unknown TiefDownConverter custom processor. Retrieving. Oh my god, it's so much slower. Oh, that is impressive how much slower it is. I mean, obviously debug mode would be slower, but you know, at core alloc was not found, that doesn't exist. Iterate to collect get sorted files, common error as 538 in here. Why are you looking for it? Where are you looking for it? I need a break. Be right back. I'm back. Now, what I think is happening, get sorted files gets called with the injections. That's not where I wanted to go. With the injections that we generate up here, and retrieve injections just gives us the correct for my use case correct injections, but for the other use case it doesn't. Input files for pre-processing, retrieve injections. Debug. Debug retrieved injections. Injections.len. I don't need to try that out. I just wanted to have more debugs. So confusing. I think I know the reason, but I don't know how to fix it, because we are retrieving our injections here with the correct file, but if we say like template injection path, okay, template injection path, one guy is happy, namely the injections, namely they get sorted files, but then the input files get passed to the run preprocessor, and he's like, hey, get single file preprocessing chunks, and that's like, what am I supposed to do? And the solution is to say, hey, you are now getting compile directory path and project directory path. Because you need it. Buff, and you need a comma here, and header injections.clone is the issue. Here's the issue. So we need to say .iter.map f relative path f project directory path compiled directory path. Dot collect. Don't you have like a okay, dot collect dot clone. I don't like that. Type annotations needed. Add vec underscore data. And you're like, hey, I'm now an option path buff. Right. That's why it doesn't work. Okay. Dot unwrap or f dot f. No. just f? No. F.clone. Yes. Type must be known at this point. Well, then we'll say vec underscore. That's how you do it, right? I think so. I think that's how we do it. Now we need to fix that. Send found reference path. Oh. Yeah, okay, it's a path, not a path buff. Are you gonna compile? What are you? Project directory path. Okay, let's remove project directory path from you. Let's leave you in for a second, because I might need it. So, cargo install. Convert. We did some magic. We're converting to typist. We retrieved one injection. And we didn't find it again. Processing chunk with extension. That header. Why does the header work but the footer doesn't? What? Because this works, but this doesn't. Let's just make it wider. That is random. That is very random. I mean, if a header does what it needs to do. Get relative path from blah blah blah. And then compile directory path. Where did we retrieve the injections correctly? Then we throw it into get sorted files. No, we throw it in get sorted files, then we retrieve. Yeah, okay. Fine, but look at it. Okay. Disable injection. No, wait, we're just gonna pass no injections. Okay, we're gonna do it right. Gonna pass template dot multi-file output. Or false. And get sorted files gets sorted files getter should inject. Should inject multi-file output. Multi-file output. Bool. And you're complaining because it's like we're not passing a reference to a bool. We're passing a bool. Multi-file output. the body injections should still be injected, but we're gonna say dot append does not extend from within? What the hell is that? But this doesn't have any. Okay. Injected content. Let injected content equal if multi-file output that let injected content equal that injected content, else just dear content. And then you're yelling at me, I need to say multi-file output here. Temporary value dropped, borrowing. So they're using a let binding to create a longer lived value. What? I mean, you don't even suggest anything. Okay. What am I doing here? I don't understand what I'm doing anymore. And that's always a good sign that I'm confused. Live streaming. There we go. Why is this a pointer? Because it has to be a mutable pointer. Back. Injected content. Extends. Mismatch type. Expected mutable. Right. Mute make. Iter. Append or extend. I don't know. It's getting dropped here. Yeah, I don't care. It should just be returned. Return to content. No. If injected content temp injected vector injected content equals temp injected vec.clone. Probably doesn't work. Yeah, it has to be mutable. Injected content equals mutable dear content. You're complaining now because it's dropping the temporary value. Temporary value is freed at the end of this statement. Understandable, but I want it cloned. Why is this a mutable vector? First question. It isn't. It just isn't a mutable vector anymore. Okay. I do not understand what I'm doing anymore. Okay. Could not compile TiefDownLib to the 4 previous errors. It takes 5 arguments, but only 4 were supplied. Okay. There. Or default false. Oops. Get sorted fast. Unwrap or default false. Unwrap or false, not unwrap or default. No. There. Okay. Let's try compiling it again. It's a warning. Warnings can be ignored. Retrieve 0 injections. Wonderful. So this is the typist template, and now we retrieved an injection and we failed again. So much verbosity. I don't understand that. W header HTML. Why are you in there? You're not supposed to be in there. I think I did the if the wrong way around. Is that possible? If multi-file output, it should be the injected content here. Okay, but that is besides the point, because the footer still isn't found. Like if we look at past this extremely long trace, W footer HTML not found. Why? I do not know. I do not know. I just don't understand. Type is where suppress propose false retrieved, and there we go. W footer. It's not found. It realizes it for the header. So, W footer.html. Where are you injected? Retrieve. Oops. I wanted to search. Retrieve. File order number. Retrieve preprocessors. Combined output. Output extension. Injections. Header injections. Body injections. Footer injections. But this works because we have like 3 injections. Where are my injection loggings? Found injection file. Retrieved 1 injection. These are identical. And then we go to the point of saying, hey, where do we find them? Well, where was that? If we go through it here, get sorted files. Does whatever it does. And injects the injections. And it correctly does not inject the header injection. Only the body injections, which do not exist. Then we run preprocessor, and then we say get single file pre-processing chunk. And then we say, hey, header injections, map. Footer injections, don't do anything. Why do we do this? I do not know. I simply do not know. I do not know why I'm stupid. Injections, footer injections, iter, there we go. Why didn't anyone tell me? People, tell me when I'm being stupid. Just tell me in advance. Ah. You retrieved it. Oh my god, it's running. It's getting through. It's exceedingly slow, but it's... Oh my god, it worked. Did it work? Okay, I don't trust it. Let's go to the gallery. Yeah, no, it didn't work. But oh my god, like, look at that. It compiled. Isn't that awesome? That is awesome. Wait, no, it did. Did work. You try to do like markdown on it. You're supposed to use cat. Such a clusterfuck. Oh my god, this is such a... Oh my god. There's a fly again. There's two flies. That's a clusterfuck. And I don't think I can deal with it right now. Okay, so the reason everything is blocked is that we make chunks. Because we abuse the chunking system. And don't do something normal. Like a normal person would. So everything breaks. And that's where I'll leave it for today. Thank you all for watching. It was, as always, an immense pleasure having someone to talk to. And I'll probably see you soon. Though for a while I'll be offline. I mean, it's not like I just had a gap. But, you know. See you all soon. Bye.